Hello, everybody. It is very early, at least for me. I haven't woken up this early in a while. But we are just a few minutes out, here from the Oscar nomination announcements. They're supposed to start at 8:18. I have a thing I need to go to that starts at 9:30. It's not that far away, but I'm really hoping that this doesn't take long so that I can hop right from this to that. If you're new to this, I make a habit out of predicting the Oscars, the nominees, and the winners. Not because I really care about what they say necessarily, like I don't care about their opinion, but just because it's interesting and it's fun. It's like people watching sports and shit. Like, it's just a fun thing to do. I mean, as far as Best Picture goes, the ones I have are Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Parasite, The Irishman, Marriage Story, 1917, Joker, Jojo Rabbit, and Little Women. Those are my main 8 that I think are definitely going to get it, just based on the precursor awards. Rocket Man might get in there. Ford versus Ferrari might get in there. It just depends on how much they like all the other ones. Anything else I'm expecting? I mean, maybe I'll take a screenshot of my Gold Derby thing and then you can see. But I think that Jennifer Lopez might get left out for Hustlers, which would suck. I'm hoping that Parasite does well. I'm hoping that it gets at least one acting nomination and some technicals and not just international film and picture. I don't know, I'm expecting Joker to do more well than people might expect, and I'm expecting Once Upon a Time and The Irishman to have a pretty good turnout, and 1917, because it overperformed at the Globes. It just went wide this weekend. Been doing well at the box office, so people apparently really like it. So, but anyway, yeah, it looks like we're just about starting here. Oh yeah, the Academy Museum is a thing, and it's 2020 now. I keep forgetting that all the things that were scheduled to happen during 2020 are gonna happen now, because it's that.
And I prepared a big opening, like a monologue.
It's really good. It's really
so
funny.
Good, yeah.
A lot of good jokes. But we decided that all people really want to hear is who is nominated.
Correct.
So,
supporting actors, alright?
In the supporting role.
Laura Dern,
Kathy
probably.
Bates in Richard Jewell.
Yeah. I thought that she might get in under the
Laura
wire.
Dern in Marriage Story.
Yeah. J-Lo.
Scarlett Johansson in Jojo Rabbit.
Okay, we're getting the double nom for Scarlett, it seems.
Florence Pugh in Little
No J-Lo.
and Margot Robbie in Bombshell.
No J-Lo. Everybody's been leaving out J-Lo.
The members of the Academy's costume designers.
I hope this isn't too loud, by the way.
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, that's nice. Irishman for costume design. Joker for costume? Okay, yeah, they like Joker. They like Joker.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay, none of those are that surprising. I like John Cho's hair.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
They really love the sound in Tarantino movies. I'm not sure why.
My son told me Star Wars or Come Home and Shame, Dad.
Well,
Here are the nominees for
Okay.
original score voted by the music branch.
He really wanted Star Wars for sound editing.
Little Women.
It's nice, I guess, that the composer for Joker is getting recognition, but I didn't really like the score in that movie.
And Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I gotta give one more to Johnny.
We're doing good. I think we're doing good.
the short films.
They almost never not nominate him.
Oversees the short film categories.
Alright, here are the shorts, which I know dick about.
Here are the
I can't imagine getting up this early to do the actual reading of these nominees. Or, again, I think I've mentioned this like every time I've done this, but the people who are physically there clapping. Because isn't it like 5:30 in the morning in California right now? Like, when the fuck did they wake up? Did they even go to bed last night? I would have just not gone to sleep.
Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
That's good. Tom Hanks got in. Please, Song Kang Ho.
Hopkins in The Two Popes.
Oh, probably not. If fucking Pope Benedict got in, then. Or we get Pesci?
In The Irishman.
Cool.
And Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time
Man.
in Hollywood.
Bunch of no-names right there.
These have been, like,
We still have more nominee
pretty not, like, in line with what I'm expecting. They haven't done that many. I'm surprised they're taking a break right now, but, these are pretty, like, expected. They haven't done anything that's, like, crazy yet, but I can tell it's not gonna be, like, a cool one. You know, because there are some times where early on in one of these categories, they give it to one that's like, you know, an underdog movie, like a movie that normal people like, and that, well, I won't say normal people, but a movie that isn't like the one that's gonna get like 40 nominations. Stuff that isn't Once Upon a Time or Irishman or Joker or 1917, like the stuff that you imagine is like guaranteed to get several, and then, you know, probably will get some extra. Like Joker for costume design wasn't one that I was really thinking was gonna happen. It's funny that Hollywood loves Joker so much. Yeah, but again, so, you know, like early last year, it was early on into the nomination announcements, it was kind of up in the air how much they were gonna like Roma, because it's a non-English language movie and it was a Netflix film. And then early on, they had a bunch of technicals that Roma wasn't really being predicted to get, and it got all of them. And it ended up getting like a shitload of nominations. That's what I'm saying, is that you could tell early on that this was going to be like an interesting one, because there were ones showing up in categories that you wouldn't have expected. But here, all the ones that have been left out so far are the ones that I wanted. So the main one I'm bummed about is J-Lo, mostly because I really would like to avoid another Oscars so white discourse cycle. Not necessarily because that notion is completely wrong, but because I hate when people talk about it, because people talk about the Academy as if it's like 10 guys who sit in a room and they decide what the nominees are going to be. You know, as their taste is still how it is. And right now we do only have white acting nominations. So, and they missed out on the at least 3 sort of like in the top 6 of guesses for supporting actor and actress that were non-white. And also, there's kind of no excuse this year to have no non-white acting nominations, because a lot of the like most acclaimed movies of the year had non-white standout actors and filmmakers.
American Factory.
Apollo 11.
The Cave.
No Apollo 11. That's weird.
Edge of Green.
I'm surprised they didn't do Apollo 11, because it's boomers mostly, and they love just documentaries about shit that happened when they were young. Also, I didn't think the movie itself was that great, but the restoration of the footage of the, you know, of the archival footage in Apollo 11 is beautiful.
The newly renamed.
I'm not losing any sleep over it. I'm just surprised that they didn't do it.
And the nominees are
I hope Atlantis gets in.
Corpus Christi,
It didn't.
Honeyland, North Macedonia.
Oh, for documentary and international. Okay. That doesn't happen that often. France always gets in.
Glory, Spain.
I'm glad Almodovar got in.
And Parasite, South Korea.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, biche. You better show it some love today. I swear to God, I'm gonna beat up everybody in the Academy if they don't nominate Parasite for a bunch of stuff.
The Irishman.
Cool. Gang.
Rabbit.
I see that they like Jojo Rabbit too. That's not boding well.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Parasite.
Parasite.
Yes. Everyone look up how they built the sets in Parasite. Literally everything in it is a set. Everything is constructed, even the outdoor scenes.
Here are the
It's
nominees
remarkable.
for The Irishman,
Good. Thelma Gang.
Jojo Rabbit,
Really love that fucking Nazi movie.
Joker,
Yep.
and Parasite.
Yes. Keep it going. I'll forgive all this other bullshit if Parasite also does really well.
Photographers Branch nominates the following film.
They're already not getting any acting noms though, which sucks. Ooh.
Joker. The Lighthouse.
Nice.
1917.
Yep.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I guessed they would do for that category. So.
Avengers, Endgame,
Oh, no Alita. The Alita gang on Twitter is gonna be
The
mad.
Irishman,
Nice.
The Lion King,
The VFX in The Irishman are genuinely very good. So 3 for Star Wars?
Styling, the members
That's funny, it went down 1 each time. Force Awakens got 5, Last Jedi got 4, this one gets 3. Alright, makeup, Bombshell, yeah. Judy,
Judy.
maybe Once Upon a Time?
Maleficent. Mistress
I was thinking they were gonna go for Maleficent out of nowhere.
1917.
Because they liked the last one too. 1917?
Air Show. Best animated
Yeah, they really
feature
liked
film is
1917.
voted on by the
It
show's
came out right at the right time, I
feature
think.
animation branch as well as members of the
Alright,
animation
animated feature.
community across
I'm
all
guessing
branches.
Frozen, Dragon, Lost My Body, Toy Story, Missing Link.
How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
Already no Frozen though. That's weird.
I Lost My Body. Klaus.
Oh, they went for that.
Missing Link. And Toy Story 4.
Wow, no Frozen. They usually like the Disney ones. Like, they preferred over Pixar
The music branch
in general in the last decade. Alright, screenplay.
The Irishman. Steven Zalian.
Yes, that's a good one. Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit. Taika Waititi.
Joker next, probably.
Joker. Todd Phillips and Scott Silver.
Little Women. Give me Greta.
Little Women. Greta Gerwig.
And then I'm guessing, like, 2 popes.
And the 2 popes. Anthony McCartney.
5 for 5. That was my... Those 5 are my exact guess.
Yeah. And for writing. Original screenplay. The members of the...
This one's much more up in the air. And Parasite better fucking get in.
Knives Out. Ryan Johnson.
Nice.
Marriage Story. Noah Baumbach.
Yeah.
1917. Sam Mendes.
God.
and Wilson Cairns.
1917 is probably getting most
Once Upon a
nominations.
Time in Hollywood. Quentin
Parasite. Parasite.
Parasite. Bong Joon-ho, Han Jin-won.
That's all you have to do. I hope De Niro gets in. He's been left out a lot.
In Pain and Glory.
Oh, that's cool.
Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time.
Nah, no De Niro. Fuck. De Niro's good. Why do people shit on De Niro in that movie?
Story.
Is Taron Egerton getting in?
Joaquin Phoenix in
Nope.
Joker. And Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes.
Ah, they like the 2 popes more than I thought they would. I shouldn't have discounted that movie. It's right up their alley.
In a leading role, the Actors Branch nominates
Let's see.
Cynthia Erivo in Harriet.
Cool.
Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story.
Double nom.
Saoirse Ronan in Little Women.
Good.
Charlize Theron in Bombshell.
Okay.
And Renee Zellweger in Judy.
Alright. That went pretty as expected.
For achievement in directing, the director's branch of the Academy
Issa Rae doesn't really give a shit about this. I guess we are coming up to the end already.
The Irishman, Martin Scorsese.
Cool.
Joker, Todd Phillips.
Yeah, I thought so.
1917, Sam Mendes. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino.
And Bong Joon-ho, yeah?
And Parasite, Bong Joon-ho.
Yes.
I did it. Thank you so much. Congratulations to those men.
Yeah, I'm thinking through all the I guess we did do all of them.
All voting members of the Academy
That went quick.
nominated the following films for Best Picture.
Ford vs. Ferrari. Peter Chernin, Jano Topping, and James Mangold, producers.
It's a weird set of nominations. Picture, editing, and sound.
Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, Jane Rosenthal, and Emma Tillinger-Koskoff, producers.
Okay.
Jojo Rabbit. Carthew Neal and Taika Waititi, producers.
Okay. Probably Joker. Yep.
Todd Phillips, Bradley Cooper, and Emma Tillinger-Koskoff, producers.
Bradley Cooper produced that movie?
Little Women, Amy Pascal, producer.
Cool. Greta should have been in director.
Marriage Story, Noah Baumbach and David Heyman, producers.
Yep.
1917, Sam Mendes, Pippa Harris, Jane Ann Tengren,
Pippa
Howard
Harris.
Google, producers.
Okay. So this was 1917's day, it seems.
Shannon McIntosh and Quentin Tarantino, producers.
Let's see, they did Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time. Yeah, 8. They always do 8.
Producers.
Alright. Well, it's good that you did Parasite.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And
Okay. Well, there you have it. Those were the nominees. Let's see if... Has anyone made a list already that I can look at? IndieWire, you're on it. Yeah, none of this was very surprising. This all went basically in the direction I was assuming, leaning toward more of the boring choices. No Adam Sandler for Uncut Gems. I wasn't really expecting it, but it sucks that it's not there because he's good. I'm sad that there's no De Niro for Irishman. He got left out of the SAGs. I think he didn't get a Golden Globe nom either. So yeah, nothing for Hustlers. Joker's on top. Joker got the most nominations of the day with 11. That's pretty funny. It would be funny. The funniest Best Picture winner would be Joker. That would be the best one. Not the best one, but it would be the funniest one. Hi everyone, it's a little bit later on in the day. I've had some time to wake up and do things and digest and think a little bit more because obviously I had 8 a.m. brain when I was recording the initial reactions. But just to give you my sort of rounded up final thoughts on the nominations. Going into the nominations, it seemed like the big frontrunners were Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Irishman, and Parasite. I don't necessarily think that that's changed, but we have to take into consideration that 1917 and Joker were among the most nominated of the films. And 1917 is getting traction at precisely the right time. Any of those 5 at this point in my mind have a shot to win it. I don't think Joker will win, but it could. As I said at the end of the last thing, it would be the funniest of the Best Picture choices, but it would not be a good choice in my opinion. SAG award for cast and to maybe a greater extent the PGA award for Best Picture when they announce those. Those are really going to be the most telling of where the center of gravity is. Historically, they do. As far as what will win Best Picture, and as an extension, what has the best opportunity for wins in general. Like I said, I'm sad De Niro didn't get in. One that I wasn't thinking of when I was recording is The Farewell. Legitimately one of the best movies of the year. And they campaigned for it. They had a lot of different areas where they could have had it. I know it was a screenplay threat for a while. Xiao Zhuzhen, who plays Nai, for supporting, I know there's a big push for her. Awkwafina just won the Globe for comedy actress, and a lot of people were saying she might get in under the wire, forgetting that an Asian woman has literally never been nominated for lead actress. The fact that no actors from Parasite got in is a tragedy. There's no hyperbole when I say this, that every major performance in Parasite is better than like 3 out of the 5 that got nominated in every category. Then I think back to the fact that the last 2 big Asian movies to get a Best Picture nomination were Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and The Last Emperor. Although calling that an Asian movie is kind of a stretch compared to the other 2, because it was directed by Bernardo Bertolucci. But it had an all-Asian cast. And in both of those scenarios, they got a Best Picture nomination, and none of the actors were nominated. For future purpose, I don't think Antonio Banderas counts as a person of color. He's a white guy from Spain. I'm not gonna give a big hot take on what I think of all the Oscar race discussion right now. I've talked about it before. My opinions have evolved a little bit. The other thing, and people are already making a big stink about it, and I think it is justified, is the all-male directors. And people, of course, are always going to reply to that with, shouldn't matter what gender they are, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't have to do with, like, any nefarious plot or we think there should be a quota. It's not about that. It's about the fact that the Academy, because of its demographics, has a very narrow criteria for what stories are important or impressive or what direction is worth honoring. Women make movies. Like, women make really great movies. There were plenty this fucking year that are standing alongside all the other male-directed movies. Like, this is not to undermine that The Irishman is a good movie. It's a good movie with mostly male characters directed by a man, and it's good. It should be here. The Critics' Choice Awards, like, say what you will about critics, their demographics and their taste is a little bit more diverse than that of the Academy. They like other kinds of movies. And I don't even think it's necessarily just a race and gender thing. I think it's as much an age thing. The median age of the Academy voter is like 63. The median age. And then the fact that all of the acting nominees are white, except for there was one, and it was a black woman playing Harriet Tubman. Like, this is like a Simpsons joke. Yes, we should, we should give it to the person who did the best. Okay, well, they already don't do that because the best isn't like a thing we can actually like work to figure out what it is objectively. It's their taste. When people complain about the kinds of nominees, it's a rejection and a criticism of their taste, because in awards bodies that don't have the same demographic things regarding not just race and gender but age as the Academy, these films do as well, not even necessarily better than the male directed films and the all white films, but they do as well. They're on kind of equal footing, and here they aren't. And it is worth talking about why that might be. And I know I said I wasn't going to get into a big take about Oscar So White, but I have. Hopefully I have cut this together into something watchable. But those are generally my thoughts on the Oscar nominees right now. Not surprising, but again, where there were surprises, they pretty much exclusively went toward the less interesting, and in most cases, in my opinion, less good choice. I'll be talking about the Oscar winners. The actual Oscars themselves are on February 9th, so I'll be uploading a video shortly before that with my predictions for the winners, and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.